What's going on, guys? How everybody doing today? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Unplugged. I'm your host, Pico Black. How everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a blessed day, a wonderful day, a beautiful day. If you haven't done it already, do me a favor before we start the show. Feel free to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm putting a lot of my old stuff on there. A lot of PTS stuff is going back on YouTube. Well, it's going on YouTube. Type my name, Pico Black 74. Hit that notification bell, hit the sub button. Notification bell let you know when I'm putting stuff up there. This is straight. There we go. I'm also on TikTok and I'm also on Instagram. You can follow me. My TikTok is Pico City. My Instagram is Pico Black 74. Thank you guys for continuing to watch my show. It means a lot to me, man. Keep it up. Keep the show going. Keep the comments going. Keep the topics coming. That's what I'm going to say. Always hit the like button. Feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to share the content, and feel free to definitely leave a comment. During the show, after the show, feel free to leave a comment. I'll try to get back to them as fast as I can. Now, we just gonna hop right into it. We actually have two topics today. I'm trying to pull it up, and the first topic is in a relationship. Is it necessary for one person to love the other more? In a relationship, is it necessary for one to love the other more? I'm trying to put this thing back. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Yeah. In a relationship, is it necessary for a person to love the other more? Now, some people say yes, some people say no, some people say, hey, it's got to be equal. We got to love each other the same. Some people just don't give a crap. But me personally, I'm going to say one has to be stronger than the other. I mean, it's supposed to be an equal thing, and that's cool, but somebody love has to be stronger than the other. And why? And the reason behind that theory is simple. It's because somebody love has to be stronger because out of a relationship, somebody's probably going to do something crazy. But it takes a stronger person to forgive that person. Like if a woman go out and cheat, will she forgive the man? Or will the man go out and cheat? Will the woman forgive? If the man go out and cheat, will the woman forgive him? If the woman go out and cheat, will the man forgive her? Now, somebody love has to be stronger because men and women cheat. I'm not going to say for two different things. Well, yeah, because cheating is actually cheating. So it can't be two different things, but it's two different reasons. I'll put it that way. A man can go out and sleep with another woman, still love his girlfriend. I'm not saying it's right, so don't come at me. Still love his girlfriend and still build a future with his girlfriend or just have somebody else on the side. Pretty much when a woman is cheating, and this isn't all cases. When a woman is cheating, she's pretty much trying to replace you. The relationship is done. She already found someone else to build her confidence, to build a house with. And the water is so cold. So that's why one love has to be stronger than the other. Because somebody has to forgive the next person, and it takes a lot to forgive somebody. It all depends on what they did. That's why when you're going through things, somebody have to look at it with a more perspective and positive eye and not always a negative eye. Because if I go out there and meet somebody else, would this person accept me for what I am? Would this person do this? Or would that person do that? So that's why in my perspective, I say it don't matter, man or woman. Somebody should love each other more. And in some cases, but some men love harder than women because a woman's only defense is if he may cheat on me and I still will be with him, but will she actually really be there? Will she really be there for that guy? Because he's cheated, she's going to always think that this guy is with this woman or vice versa. So it's kind of a toss up. And some cases you have the woman cheat and the woman will flat out not forgive him. Something ain't even got to be cheating. Something can go wrong, and she just won't forgive the man. She can walk out on her own false pretense. It ain't working. I'm gonna give up. This guy's doing this. This guy's flirting me and doing that. I'm gonna give up, and I'm gonna go with the other guy. So the person you left, you're just leaving him to bleed. So why is you leaving him to bleed? But you say you in love with this person through thick and thin, through death do you part. And some people take those vows and they're not even married, because some people actually stick with you from sun up to sundown, meaning through the good and bad. So by that being said, men are going to always have a soft spot and a weak spot for ladies. Remember, men went, well, not now, but men used to go to war for women. Remember the movie Troy, when the king, was it Menelaus? Yeah, I think Menelaus or his brother Agamemnon. It was one of them. One of them was the king. I'm sorry, I can't remember. When Hector and his brother went over to Troy. Went over to, was it Greece? And the king's brother had all these women. And she started falling in love with Patroclus. No, not Patroclus. I'm sorry. She fell in love with Hector's brother. And come to find out, when Hector found out his wife was gone, he went over to Troy to try to fight to get his wife back, or one of his concubines. I forgot what she was. Long story short, men always, well, I'm not going to say always, I'll never say that. Men pretty much went to war for women back in the days. They fought for women. They killed for women. They did this in women's honor, because men are more like a visual. Men are more visual than women are, because if a man and woman cheats, and the woman find out the guy is cheating, she's 9 out of 10. Of course she's going to be mad. She's got every right to be mad. I'm not tripping on that. So if a man cheats, the first thing he's going to do, because we're visual, he's going to look at the visual part of cheating. What did you do? How many times you did it? And I'm not saying women don't ask these questions either, but our mindset is wired different from y'all. Because in a man's eyes, the same thing you do to your guy, I'm not saying you are, but you might do it to that guy, to the guy you're cheating on. So if you doing whatever you do to him, you might be doing it to the other guy. So that's why guys get so upset at the fact they want to punch through the walls, because men are visual creatures. We're visualizing what's going on. This man is on top of you doing this, or you're on top of him doing that. You might fall in love with him. You talking to him the exact same way you talking to me. Not me in general. I'm just using myself as an example. So that's why men are more visual. Women pretty much don't care about that. They care about, you might treat her better than you treat me. I've been here in the long run. Why are you messing with her? And you told me I'm all the woman you need. So men and women cheat for two different reasons. Remember, in most cases, a man can cheat on a woman. Oh, sorry, I was losing my eye. A man can cheat on a woman and think nothing about the woman he's sleeping with. Go back home to his wife or girlfriend, nothing ever happened. And if he get caught, he'll tell her the truth. Hey, I just wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. When a woman cheats on a man, 9 times out of 10, that relationship between that man and a woman is done. She already made up her mind. That's why women can move on mentally before a man do. How many times we heard women say, hey, that relationship was already over. I was just giving this nigga enough rope to hang himself or do this and that. I don't look at him the same. I can stay with him. We can stay in the same house. We can sleep in the same bed, but my mind is made up. I don't want to be with him anymore. She's already gone. Is it a bad thing to do? Hell yes, it's a bad thing to do. But that's another story for another time. So you can be laying in the same bed with her, and she can be thinking, I'm not saying she's thinking about a man sexually. She can be thinking about when her and the other guy went out and he treated her the way she wanted to be treated. He held her hand. He took his jacket off and put it over a puddle. She walked over it, and you could be just talking to her. But she's thinking about the other man. That's why when a woman, this is just what's going on. Word in the street. When a woman cheats, there's a bigger percentage of her already left up out that boy. She's gone. That's why it pretty much don't hurt them when they cheat, because they already made up their minds, but they didn't tell you they made up their minds. When a man do it, he get caught. He'll just tell, hey, I did it. She had a big booty. and blah, blah, this, that, and the other. And I did it, but I still love you. Once again, disclaimer. I'm not saying cheating is right. So I don't want nobody coming back saying, well, you trying to say that if a man cheat, it's, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what goes on in people's heads sometimes. You know, I cheated. You called me. Hey, look, can we try to at least work this out? She might say yeah. She might say no, because sometimes in some cases, women are capable of loving harder than men. Some cases, not all. So now you got the problem with, is she really going to be there for now? Will she try to pay back? Will she try to give me the? Will she try to pay me back for what I did? Because let's just be honest, fellas. It's very, very hard to catch a woman cheating unless she slips up. If she don't slip up, there's a good chance you will never know. Why is it like that? Hey, I don't know. I guess I'll leave it to the experts. But you may never catch them cheating because women had their tracks way better than men had their tracks. Remember, I told you this a long time ago. A guy would come in and have a phone number in his pocket, leave his phone open, have a number, or text another woman. A woman, in most cases, won't do that. They're going to block everything. They're going to delete everything, and it'll be hard to catch them unless you really do your homework on them. Because some women can cheat. Remember, there was back in the day, there was a saying, you can tell a woman cheating, just watch how she act. Can't do that no more, because they act just the same as if they didn't cheat. So, in a nutshell, that's why when you're in a relationship, one person has to love harder than the other, because somebody has to be there to tell the story, and somebody has to be there to tell the real story. You get it? So it's never going to be equal. Well, our love is equal. No, that man love might be stronger, or that woman loves might be stronger. Just because somebody cheat on you and you take them back, that don't mean your love is stronger. It don't mean that. Because there's worse things than cheating. A man can go upside your head. Now, if you stupid enough to sit there and let a man go upside your head and you say, well, but I love him. He got his good days. No, he don't have good days. Those are all bad days, because in his eyes, not in his eyes, in the eyes of the beholder, his bad days are his good days. So he may feel good if he go upside your head or humiliate you or do this or that. And he'll go outside and have a drink and be with his buddies and think nothing of it. He hit mission accomplished. So that's why it's not good to be in a situation with those kind of guys. They say, oh, he beat me, but he loved me. Love hurts, but it don't hurt like that. I'd rather have a broken heart than a broken arm. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with your picks and chooses, because everybody say they love you. They really don't love you. Love is being tried through the fire. Love is a testimony. You remember in the newspapers, and they had those little cartoon characters. They had the cute little cartoon characters, and it was the boy and the girl, and they'd be like, love is, and they'll say something like sacrifice and love is doing this and that. The cartoons had more sense than we do. The cartoon have more sense than we do. How you doing, guys? Hi, Aisha. Hi, Miss Wells. How you doing? Strawberry. Get some strawberries, man. I like strawberries with some sugar on it. But food for thought. Think about it for a second. Somebody love has to be stronger. It's not. It'll never be equal. Put it that way. It'll never be equal. Never be equal. Because somebody love has to be strong enough to forgive the other person. Not saying that you won't have your doubts, not saying that you won't have your suspicions, but you have to, if you really love that guy or that woman, you're going to stick with them regardless. But I don't want nobody to say, so a woman's love is stronger because a woman already know dude's gonna cheat. Supposedly the guy doesn't cheat. All guys don't cheat. They don't. Have guys ever cheated in their life? They probably have, but most times, I don't say most times, but a lot of guys in this world don't cheat because they don't have a girlfriend. So you can't cheat if you ain't got a girlfriend. So by all that, it goes back to what I said. Somebody has to have a stronger love for the other person. And in most cases, it usually run for women. So they say But in some cases, it usually runs for men, so they say. But the answer to that question will never really be answered if you're looking at it with just one mind. You have to look at both pictures. Okay, I'm in a relationship with this guy. I did some stupid things. He found out. He forgave me. I went out there and see, like I said before, having a baby between a man and a woman is two different things. A man can go outside and have a baby, which he's not supposed to do. He ain't got to bring that baby home. A woman go outside and get pregnant, have a baby. She's going to bring the baby home. And then you have to take care of that baby because that baby's living under your roof. Or you get back with her. Now you got to fight the chances of she may be dealing back with the baby daddy, or he may be dealing back with the baby mama. So somebody love has to be stronger. I love him. He did a stupid thing, or she did a stupid thing. I love him. I love her. I don't want to be without this person. I can look over this. But if you're going to look over it, you have to look over it 100%. Oh, my neck is hurting. So that's one. Somebody love has to be stronger. It just has to be. There's no point in debating it. It just got to be. If I can get the stupid phone to work. Now, the next one is kind of a doozy. Do women need men? I should have said, do women need men to live? Now, that's part two. Do women need men to live? I'll let you guys think about that for a second while I take a drink of water. And it's cold water too. Now, do men need women to live? The answer is yes and no. Yes, women need men to live. I was watching the podcast today, and this guy was asking the women, do women need men? He didn't ask them to live. He just like, do women need men? And most of the women was like, no, we do not need men. Can anybody give me an example of why women don't need men? This is him saying this. I'm not asking you guys to give me an example. I'm just saying what he was saying. It is what it is. Oh, that's hot. So now you got to deal with the perspective of how do you go about doing that? Can a woman actually survive in this world? Not with just their boyfriends or their husbands, just the evaluation of men, period. That's going to be a strong no. Thank you. And you just answered my question. So if there's going to be a no, why do some women believe that we can do this without men? Men pretty much build the world. Men pretty much build skyscrapers. They run the electric, the electric trend, the grid and stuff like that, the computer grid. And I was watching, they showed a little video of these guys in these oil rigs out there in the middle of the ocean, and the waves is damn near about to tie the thing up, but them guys are still out there working. It's not the fact that women can't do that. It's just more of the fact that a woman shouldn't do that, because that's not a woman's job to go out there and get dirty in the field or lift all these weights, because our body structure is made different than women. So and I've said this before. I've said this even before I saw this on a podcast. Let's just say, for instance, guys, okay, you know what? I'm going to take all the men in the world, all of them, black, white, all of them, and put them over in a desert. I'm going to leave all the women on Earth. Leave all the women where they at. Take all the men in the world and put them in the desert and give them resources and give them machinery and equipment to build a nation. I'm going to leave all the women here, and y'all have to live off everything that's already here. So everything that's here, all that belongs to y'all. Y'all can take it, but the men going to be over here for 50 years. Y'all got to be over for 50 years. Okay. Bam. Women over here Men over here, no contact for 50 years, no phone calls, no anything. 50 years is up. And he said, okay, boom, teleport all the men back to this part of the world. Half of that world will be tore up. Half of them, if not, probably all will be tore up. A lot of women be dead. I mean, unalive, because women don't even get along with each other. Let's just be honest about it. Most women don't even like each other. So if you don't like each other, how can you come along and try to keep a civilization going? Because somebody might be at the job, the same job with you, and got the same exact freaking uniform on. You're going to get mad at her. She thinks she look better than me. Here go to fight. We say it every day on Facebook. So no, the world that we live in, it'll turn, the sun will come out, but it will not exist without man being on this earth. So you can forget it. This has nothing to do with women's equality. The feminist crap, I always thought this stuff was stupid anyway. Woman power, dude, if you want to have woman power, knock yourself out. But there's certain things women shouldn't do. Me personally, I would never say I can live in a world without women. No, because I have common sense to believe that I can't do things without a woman. I'm not even talking about sex. Just do things. I like the opposite sex next to me. I like to talk with them. I like to see where their mind's at. We go out and have fun. But I don't want to do that with a whole bunch of dudes. That's just me. That's just me. Sometimes I can go to the show with the buddies. Sometimes I prefer to be with a woman. So a guy just flat out and say, hey, you know what? And they flipped the question. The one was like, do you think women need men? Men need women. The guys were like, yep. Just like that. But certain areas, no, it's not. Men don't just need women to procreate. We don't need y'all, but when it's time for me, I want to have some kids. So go give me 3 of them. No. We need each other. The day you don't need a man, that's the day you're going against what God said, because God put us here to need each other. That's why a lot of relationships don't work, because people think they can do it by themselves. Don't get me wrong. Some people will be able to do it by themselves. But when you get that carnal minded spirit, like, I don't need no man, then you're a fool. These are the ones that go wither off in the desert some freaking where. How can you say you don't need something, and the same thing you saying you don't need brought you in this, well, I ain't gonna say brought you in this earth, but man brings the drops of life. Need it. Well, I'm sorry, what is that? There's no dependence of a man. What? I'm sorry, thank you. It came up some. There is no independence of the man. What? From the woman, or the independence of the woman from the man. I mean, I don't have to Google it. I mean, I know that. That's why, because I just said we need each other. And besides, there's no such thing as independence anyway. Because if we're independent, we will have, everything will be our own. When you go to work, those people have to sign your check to get your check. You don't just go and just print your own check and say, oh, this is my check. No, nobody's independent. Of course you desire a husband, not a man. But guess what? A husband is a man. So you have to desire a man. Husband and man aren't two different things. That's like, I desire a husband, not a man. A husband is a man. A man turns to a husband. Even if when a man turns to a husband, he still has that title. He's a man. He don't become married and just say, I'm not a man anymore. I'm just a husband. No, he's still a man. Just like a woman, when she becomes a wife, she's still a woman. Same thing. So it's not about who don't need who in certain areas and certain perspectives, but you got to look at the way the world is made now. Man pretty much built everything in this boy, all of it. Even the house that you live in, this freaking microphone I'm talking on, these robots back here, these lights, this speaker. I'm not saying that they just did it all by themselves and ain't no woman had nothing to do with it. No, believe me, it has to go through the guys to get to the market. That's just the way the world works now. Well, the world always work like that. I'm not saying women can't do it, but a woman shouldn't want to work in a freaking oil rig. That's a nasty job. Or a woman shouldn't want to crawl down in the sewer and she got mice and roaches and all type of things running up and down her suit. That's not a woman's job. A woman's job is to be smooth. Me personally, I believe that a woman really shouldn't work hard. I didn't say work. I said shouldn't work hard. But see, a man wouldn't be here without that woman. That is true. And nobody wouldn't be here without the man. Now, a woman can just walk the earth just like a man can walk the earth. Nobody would be here. They got to get together. Got to have sex. She's got to get pregnant. That's how the world multiplies. But if God just made woman, there'll be no men walking around. There'll be nobody but just that one woman. Well, I'm quite sure she'll be gone by now because that was back in the days. So all of us come from the originator, and that's the man. You get it? A woman can't do anything without a man. A woman can't get herself pregnant. And even for the ones that want to go to the sperm bank clinics, that's still a man's semen that they're going to eject in that woman. So don't get it twisted. Because most men don't know how to love a woman correctly. Still, that woman has to birth the male. Yes, the woman has to birth the male. But if the man don't have a sperm to put in a woman, the woman's going to birth nothing. Those eggs just going to sit there flipping a coin. So that's why I say we need each other. We definitely need each other. A man need a woman and a woman. A man need a woman and a woman need a man. I would never say I don't need a woman. Even if I was one of those creme de la creme guys, because I know women bring value to the world. Women always brought value to the world. And at that, personally, I would never take that away from them. There's nothing wrong with loving a woman. Nothing at all. Women are like unicorns. They're like God's chosen. Well, I wouldn't call them animals, but if we looked at the fairy tale movies, unicorns was like sacred. You couldn't touch a freaking unicorn. That's pretty much how women are. Women are delicate. They're flowers. They're precious. They're beautiful things. I would never take that away from them. Never. Never, because I think women are some of the most coolest beings in the world. Well, can't go too far because you got to be cooler than me first. No, I'm just joking. You know I am. I'm just playing. I love all you guys, but we need each other. I mean, although, you have women that's in electricity, and you have women that can do this and that, but can you really hold it together? That stuff is heavy. I work at a clothing department, and some of the boxes I lift, those things are heavy, and I'm a guy. So that's what I mean when I say, I'm not saying that the women aren't capable, because I don't want nobody getting on here saying, well, she's down in women. We're capable. Women capable to do anything. I wish all the women on this earth can get what they want to get out of life. But that's not the way the world works for women. Not the way the world works for men. Because George Michael said it regularly. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you need. Until we need each other, then we're going to always have a problem. If a guy asks you, do y'all need men? The first thing that you should say without hesitation, yeah, we do need men. Because if men can say it, y'all can say it too. Simple. Yeah, we only need them for certain things. That's what most women would say. Yeah, we only need men for certain things. That's just like the theory with the man and the bear. It don't make sense. Yeah, exactly, Ms. Johnson. I wouldn't want, if I was married, I wouldn't want my wife to be out there as a police officer, a police woman. I wouldn't want that because I know the evil that's out there. I might get the phone call and say, hey, she didn't make it, or she got into a fight. These guys took her gun and not even have to unalive it. Took her gun and just beat the hell out of her. I'm not saying it can't happen to men, but Ain't no woman finna sit there and fight 4-5 dudes at the same time. Not even 2. No, that's just don't make sense. I wouldn't want my wife or girlfriend going, well, baby, I can tell you later. I'll see you in a couple of hours, or I'll see you in 2 months. When you going? Oh, yeah, I got to go to work. And she's a fisherman. She's going out to the ocean to catch seafood and stuff. And the waves is bigger than my house. I wouldn't want her to do that. Now, if she want to work, that's fine. She can work anywhere else. But certain jobs is not for women. Firemen, policemen, fishermen, what's the name of those people that climb those big old tall poles and got to walk on those beams to change? I don't think a woman should do that because first, no, that's just going to be a no. I'm not saying you can't do it. I just prefer for you not to do it. MMA fighters and wrestlers, I don't think that's suitable for a woman because a woman's body is precious, man. You shouldn't be throwing a woman through a freaking table, but that's what happened when you want feminists in an equal right. So now you have to treat women as they want to be treated. I don't make the rules. If it was up to me, I would try my best to get rid of all of that stuff. No. Hey, do the relaxing things. So we need each other. We need each other. I'm not saying you don't need a man to pay your bills. You don't need a man to pay your car note. You don't need a man to wash your car. You don't need a man to change a flat tire. Although a lot of women I've heard on these podcasts, they don't even know how to change a tire. One guy asked a woman, how do you change a flat tire? She was like, you go get the spin. I forgot the name of the thing, but she did say it right. And you untighten the lugs and you take the tire and put the tire on. He was like, so how you gonna get the tire off? She's like, in other words, I just told you, you get the lug nuts, you take the lugs off and you get I forgot the crowbar, not the crowbar, the spin, the thing. I forgot the name of it. Look, I can't remember it. And you just take the tire off. He said, dude, you have to jack the car up first. She was looking like, oh yeah, that's right. Come on, man. I'm not making this stuff up. Jonathan, what's good, brother? So it all depends on how you go about doing things. Yes, men will be in this earth till the good Lord come and judge everybody, just like women gonna be in this earth till the good Lord come and judge everybody. But when you get that idea in your head that we can survive on this earth without men, I like to see you try. I like to see you try. Or should I say, good luck. You'll make it for a while. Don't get me wrong, because there's enough resources on this earth now to get you through. But it will fall. Because 80-something% men are firemen. 80-something% men are policemen. 80-something% men are contract workers. 80% men are construction workers that go up and build these buildings and roof layers. And if your roof fall in, who gonna go up there and fix it? You. And you have no history of fixing the roof. How you gonna do it? I don't know about you, Jonathan. I don't know, man. I gotta watch you, bro. No, I'm just playing, man. So yeah, men are supposed to do the heavy lifting. And I'll just use the very old saying. If we're in a house, and this is one of the oldest saying in the world. If we're in a house and something goes click, click, or boom, or something falls downstairs, you think I'm gonna wake my girlfriend up and say, or my wife and say, baby, go see what that is. I'm finna go in here with the kids. She gonna look at me like, nigga, what? Okay, so when I finish going to see what that is, make sure you have your bags packed coming down the stairs and getting out, because a man's job is to protect his family. That's a man's job. No matter what, he protects his family. Because I've said it once and I'll say it again. Men don't fear women. Men fear men. That's why when you see the movies, the woman is always the easy prey, because they already know it's a win. Now, is there exception to the rules? Yes. You have some women out there that can defend themselves. But let's just be honest. Ain't none of these women took no course, flew overseas to have a Batman training session and learn how to fight 10 to 12 people at the same time. It's even hard for a guy to do that. Of course, you're going to have, because there's tiers to this. You have strong men, strong women. True. But the stronger men are stronger than the stronger women. And then you have weak men, you have weak women. So if the strong men are stronger than the stronger women, the weaker men are stronger than the weaker women. Think about it. Body structures are made different. Men hit way harder than women do. I don't care how many times a woman can train to box. It's something it has to be in you. How many times they done ran fights, women fight men. They had 2 professional women in the ring with this guy. He beat the hell out of them. This ain't the first time it happened. There's a such thing of cockiness and there's a such thing of stupidity. No, you wouldn't want to be in the ring with Muhammad Ali and you're a woman saying, well, I can beat you. Muhammad Ali is going to knock you out. Let's just be honest. That's not a job for women. Women shouldn't be out there boxing and weightlifting. That stuff looks ridiculous. You look like a freaking, like Bane on Venom. Not Marvel Venom. Venom, the green stuff he used is called Venom. I'm showing my nerd side right about now. So let's just be honest for a second. There's nothing wrong with, that's exactly what it's the battle with the sexes, because you have women say, I don't need a man and blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes you got men say, man, we can do good. We can do it without women. No, we need each other. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be in a world with just a whole bunch of dudes. No, I do not. What's going on, bro? What's up, man? What's going on, bro? What's up, man? What's going on, bro? What's up, man? I mean, y'all want to go out to dinner or something? Just like I said, sometimes it's cool for the brothers to go out, get something to eat, shoot the breeze, watch a movie. That's fine. But you don't want to do it every freaking day of your life. No, I don't hang around women. No, I don't want to be around a woman. They'll never understand. Well, the thing is, help them understand. Help them understand. That's all you got to do is help them understand. Sit down and talk to them. Sometimes people just don't know. And that goes for both sides. Know her goods and bads, just like she has to know your goods and bads. Women, just because you're a woman, you can't use the emotional card on guys all the time. It's not about you, it's about me. Well, when you did this, well, I didn't know. Sit down and listen to him sometime. Listen to what he got to say. That makes strong, healthy relationships. Not just it's about me. Me. M-E, capital M-E, E-M backwards. No, it's not always about you. It was never always about you. If a guy sit down, and I forgot the name of the show I saw, or podcast I saw it on. The guy sat down and was telling his girlfriend not the do's and don'ts, the things he don't like she do. And he couldn't even finish his sentence. And she turned around and said, well, I didn't say nothing when you did it. That's what you call the blame game. Instead of sitting down and listening and trying to figure out where's this brother coming from. Well, you did it. Okay, if I did it, I did it. But now I'm reflecting on the things that you did. So let's talk about this. Let's clear you up first. Then we can talk about each other. Then we can talk about your side. Then we could talk about your side. Sit down. Understand these guys. Black men been getting railroaded so bad through the years. That's why you got all these guys in these podcasts now. These brothers got tired. They got tired. Because women will always get away with the stuff. So the guys got together. I'm not going to say got together because everybody don't know each other. Their only thing they're doing is telling their stories, what they went through in life. But you want to jump and say, no, that ain't what happened. Dude, I used to date you. I know exactly what happened. Listen to these guys' stories. Sometimes you can tell when people are making caps. Sometimes you can tell it's a joke, but sometimes this stuff be real. So that's your answer to both questions. Yes, women need men. They're going to always need men. Men in the world, we need each other. We need each other. Yes, 2 people in a relationship, somebody love has to be stronger than the other. That's just how it goes. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow if I go skating. I don't know. I might not go skating, but I'll probably see you guys tomorrow with a whole new show. This is your boy Black signing off, saying thank everybody for watching. Before I get off, I need everybody to do me a favor. Everybody that watched the show that's still on here, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you want to, feel free to leave a comment during the show, after the show, and also feel free to share the content. I want to thank the people who share my content. Cuzzo, I appreciate you, man. There's a couple of people, a couple of more people that share my content, but I can't remember their names. Thank you guys. It means a lot to me. This is your boy Pico Black, and guess what? You have just heard another exciting episode of Unplugged. Until next time, I'm out of here. Take care of yourself and each other. Let's pray more. Let's get back to God, man. And on that note, I'm out of here.